Alright, welcome back to the Final Fantasy XIV storyline. We have Agriculture Shock, like Culture Shock, but agriculture. Given to us at level 88 by Cookingway, one of the Loperites. We are to the east of the Central Circuit, it is called. South of what is this town called? Marial Agronomics. Have we not? We've been here because I have all this explored, so... Yeah, here we go. We'll see what happens here. I don't know. I don't remember my voice for Cooking Way. Singing Way sings. Living Way is the normal. Is Cooking Way... Is Growing Way the kind of nerdy one, and Cooking Way? This is all very wonderful, I'm sure, but I was rather hoping to learn more about your nourishment provision facilities. In other words, where's the food? I believe both the knowledge and consumables you seek may be found at Marial Agronomics, says Oriange. As I imagine, Singing Way and the others intend to study every conceivable facet of this apparatus, wouldst thou be so kind as to escort our visiting culinarian? Yes, that sounds very much more interesting. Yeah, sorry, I added the word very in there. Yes, that sounds much more interesting. Hopefully, I'll be able to see firsthand some of the delicacies Oriange was telling me about. Even his incredibly vivid, if a bit too verbose, descriptions cannot compare to sampling them myself. Sorry. Not to mention Aetheris will soon be no more, so I must learn all I can while there is still time. Let us brook no further delay. Cookingway runs off. Those little legs move fast, yo. My mount will not keep up with NPC quickness. Just imagine, wait, no, you don't have to imagine. There are actually escort quests in video games, so you don't have to imagine if you had to wait for the NPC to catch up to you. Escort quests are some of the most obnoxious quests I've ever seen. Final Fantasy XI has at least one escort quest. I mean, it has plenty of escort quests, but okay. It has at least one escort quest that works like this. The person that you are escorting and keeping alive cannot know you are keeping them alive. They cannot know you're there at all. I've never finished that quest. It's Bastock, or Bastock, however you pronounce it. You're helping the little brother of a like teenage girl. The little brother thinks he's like a paladin and can take on Dangrafwadi. That's how I pronounce it, at least. And occasionally during his slow-moving traverse through this zone, he will turn around to see if anybody is following him. He's like, because in the beginning he's like, "Don't follow me, I got this," and she's like, "Follow him, please." And I've never I think I may have completed it once, actually. I think I watched a video how to do it. I don't remember, but that is the most annoying kind of escort quest. The escort quest is also where the escort just goes diving into everything, which is kind of like how 14 handles all escort quests. They just go diving into everything, even if it's something that you can easily avoid. Like, there's a path, they're gonna go, yeah, whatever. Here's Cooking Way. This is the place, yes? The heady aroma was enough to guide me here, and I've spotted several of the fruit and vegetables featured in our compendium. It should be fruits and vegetables, not just fruit and vegetables, but whatever. I'd dearly love to try some, but I read that those who help themselves to a farmer's crops without permission are often caught and put into pies. That's a funny one. Perhaps you could ask whoever's in charge if they would be willing to part with a few samples? Cookingway is now accompanying me, blah, 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 yeah. I've never encountered a time where I have to leave the NPC that's like running around with me. I don't know what would make me have to leave them behind. It might be like, oh, if you want to do something else for a while, but there is indeed, it's a circular area, like a low stone wall around this circular area. It's a circle because of the stone wall. That's a circle. But you have a more or less plus-shaped path, and then in each quadrant near the wall, you have rows of trees with like posts holding them up. You have rows of kind of like small corn stalks, wheat, some berry bushes over here, and just maybe apple trees over here. I don't know. There's a water wheel, which theoretically powers whatever it needs to power, the little stream running through this waterway. And Jebke. Jebke will be our other person we talk to. What a fine mess this is. I'm just making up a voice. Ah, it's you, the one who climbed down the mine shaft. I'd show you around if I could, but I'm rushed off my feet preparing for the exodus. And I'm not the only one. We've all got to find ways to do what we do down here up there. First on the moon, then on whichever star the form decides which will become our new home. It's all so sudden, so unreal. Don't you want to go to the moon? Well, it's better than waiting for the final days to claim us. But no matter how carefully it's all planned, we'll never be able to take every variety of flora and fauna with us. Even the ones we can take may not survive in their new environment. So many species doomed to extinction. Sorry, that's not what you came to talk about, is it? Nothing quite so dire, I assure you. We merely wish to sample a little of your produce, if we may. By all means, help yourselves. Much appreciated, my good fellow. So, where to begin? I am not really being directed anywhere. Oh, there's a circle. Never mind, found it. Go to the, these are like, possibly like little, are these beets? No, what are these? Are these supposed to be grapevines? That's not how grapes, whatever. Actually, I think that's not how grapes, I'm not sure for sure. But yeah, let's talk to Cookingway in here. It is grapes in this, they look like grapes, but they don't look like how grapes, I think, actually look in reality, but whatever. Oh, I know what these are. Grapes, yes? Let's see if they are as delicious as they look. So sweet, so sour, the taste is much like a ripe philosopher's carrot, and yet the texture is entirely different. The contrast between the outer skin and the fruit within is most peculiar, though far from unpleasant. Yes, I think I'll try another. Well, that's certainly given me food for thought, though in a far less visceral manner than any philosopher's carrot. But tell me, what is your opinion of grapes? They're fine. My options are, I'd brave an erupting volcano for a choice bunch, or meh, or ghastly things, I'd rather eat rancid gigantode eyeballs. My opinion of them in reality is I tried to buy like a package of grapes once as just like something, just trying it as a snack option, and they make my throat kind of like dry and a little bit irritated. Not entirely similar, but not entirely dissimilar to how like raw carrots do my throat. Cooked carrots, any way you cook them, fantastic. But the raw carrots have something in them that just does it. I'm gonna go with meh, with a shoulder shrug. Meh, an expression of indifference, I assume. In all fairness, our compendium did note that they are valued more as an ingredient for spirituous beverages rather than as a fruit or for regular consumption. A little bit column A, little column B. I would assume most of the world's grapes are probably turned into wine, but I don't know that as a fact. A lot of them are turned into raisins too, and a lot of them are just sold as grapes. Anyway, that's enough about grapes for the time being. On to our next treat. It's not too far away. There's a tree here. We're not going to guess. We're just going to let Cookingway tell us what it is. Orange by name, orange by nature. I guess now if you zoom in, you do see what looks like oranges. What came first, the fruit or the color? Who cares? Let's eat. I also don't know the answer to that question. Yes, that's... Mmm, equal parts sweet and sour as with the grapes, yet nothing alike. Hmm, I may have to consult Orianjie about expanding my vocabulary. I simply cannot find the words to describe it. Oranges are more citrusy. That's probably the word you might be looking for, is citrus. Perhaps what I'm looking for is bitter. This is all very complicated, you know? So many flavors, so many choices, and each individual with their own personal preferences. Now I see why you all turned your noses up at the idea of eating nothing but carrots. Marvelous though they still are in my estimation, let no one say I said otherwise. Oh, I didn't put the right inflection on that. She was very much defending her stance on carrots being amazing. Ah, but speaking of carrots, I've yet to sample any of the vegetables. Let's see what's in that field over there. Were there vegetables and I just didn't... These look like berry bushes to me. Are they potatoes? Yams? No, I didn't get a close enough look. They look like, or gourds? Like pumpkins-ish? I see some black, some orange. We'll see. Again, I probably just shouldn't say anything. That color, that texture, are they some sort of enormous round carrots? These are probably pumpkins. No? In any case, proper nomenclature is less of a concern than the taste. I don't think you want to eat raw pumpkin. Ugh, it's so hard and flavorless, I may as well be chewing a piece of wood. That all but confirms it. These are nothing more than misbegotten failures masquerading as goodly carrots. Stop, stop, stop! Can't you see these are pumpkins? Says a NPC named Deloise. And no one with any sense would try eating them raw. You're supposed to cook them first. Do you not find it an awful bother? Far from it. Cooking is a joy unto itself. And what's more, it broadens the range of ingredients that we may safely eat. But above all else, cooking allows us to draw out the full potential of our produce. Pumpkin stew has been one of my favorite dishes for as long as I can remember. Then perhaps even these hard blocks of plant matter can become as delicious as the orange I sampled. Well, no. I wonder though, if there is anything even more delicious, how about that yellow fruit over yonder? Lemons? Please tell me it's lemons. I want to see the sour lemon face. I like roasted salted pumpkin seeds, and that's about the best I can say for pumpkins. A lot of people obviously love pumpkin pie. I'm not a pie person. Kind of wish I were, but if I were, I'd probably be even fatter than I am. So, what a wondrous fragrance! With luck, I'll have a flavor to match. It'll have a flavor to match. As I have no idea how these are eaten, I'll just bite into it. Is it a lemon? Because you don't bite the skin. My tongue. Is this poison? She's like kind of wobbling around in a circle. A lemon? You mean it's supposed to taste like this? How can something so similar to an orange be so revolting? Ah, it may be some time before my palate recovers from this ordeal. As such, I'd best call an end to this round of sampling. Let's say our farewells and return to the others. I think I changed her voice, or their voice. I don't know if they have genders. I don't really care. On accident there, but whatever. She's like this, I think, for a bit. Finished, have you? I trust you found something to your liking. We're back to Jebki, and I may have changed his accent too, I don't know. I'm rather enamored with the grapes and oranges, less so the pumpkin, though I learned the hard way that they're not to be eaten raw. Then there was the lemon, the deceiver. I still feel so violated. First time, was it? I'd hate for you to leave with a bad taste in your mouth in more ways than one, so I'll give you this lemon muffin I baked. If this doesn't change your opinion, nothing will. Oh my god, a lemon muffin sounds amazing. More lemon? Have I not suffered enough? Nevertheless, it would be remiss of me to spurn this opportunity to... Oof, bit of sick came up there. Learn more of your inscrutable ways. Very well, lemon muffin, do your worst. He hands it over. We have a cut scene, I think. We have a text bubble of Cookingway. It's just a ... This is... She's like a pumped up motion. Delicious! Jabkey nods. Although I still detect a hint of lemon, it complements the sweetness of the dough to create a perfect harmony. Yeah, lemon muffin. I've had lemon poppy seed muffins, which were phenomenal, if done right, obviously. But never had a lemon. What have I had a lemon muffin? I may have had just a simple lemon muffin in my entire life. 38 years of life, I don't know, but I know lemon poppy seed is amazing. I never would have guessed its vile bitterness could be utilized so elegantly. My good chap, this is simply breathtaking. See, we rarely use lemon in its natural state, but it has a starring role in all sorts of recipes, and the same is true for many other ingredients. I have completely changed his accent, and I am what I am. It comes down to making the most of the resources at our disposal, and sometimes that can even be the difference between life and death. I know we won't be able to take every species with us. No doubt the forum agonized over what was worth preserving and what will be consigned to history. Hard choices, but make them we must if we're to survive. Such strength of will! Now I know what Heidelin sees in your kind. I was a little bit shocked by that, apparently. Mankind, the Loporits, we were both born from the accumulated knowledge of the ancients. They learned all there is to learn about the nature of sentient life and the fates of the stars themselves. Our cutscene flashes. Well, we're mostly looking up at the dome that covers this plantation, for lack of a better word. Farm, I guess? Whatever. Multi-quadranted farm. No, you can't have multi-section farm, whatever. Once a civilization has fulfilled the basic requirements for survival, it will inevitably seek to eliminate all forms of negativity and achieve perfection. Yeah, dude, that is feeling pretty similar to the world a little bit, at least the last, 4 to 6 years. And therein lies its folly and its downfall. For perfection is an unattainable ideal. 'Tis the paradox of the immaculate carrot. Oh, I didn't see that carrot thing coming. Yet civilizations since time immemorial have deemed the pursuit of perfection as progress. They pay no heed to the costs incurred in their futile quests, and all too often become the architects of their own demise, their dreams forever unfulfilled. What, then, is the alternative? The answer lies in knowing that our existence can never be perfect, to be content with what we have and make the most of it. There's an artificial sun sphere that's radiating artificial sunlight, and there's a couple of those circular disc things that kind of rotate in weird ways around it, kind of thing. Sorry. Oh no. When life gives you lemons, make lemon muffins. You know, I do prefer lemon muffins, I think, to lemonade at this point, because lemonade just kind of, again, like raw carrots and raw grapes. And it just makes my throat itch. Sometimes. I don't know. Pardon my Eorzean, but what in the seven hells are you on about? And who are you, anyway? Cookingway, at your service. I'm here to help prepare for the trip to the moon. He's taken aback. And once you get there, you'll be able to try my carrots. I've been growing all different kinds. But don't worry, there'll be room for your crops too. We'll work together to preserve as many of Aetheris' species as possible, if you're up to the challenge. Yes, of course. I look forward to it. Well, this has all been highly productive. Probably. Let's go and see if Urian and the others have run out of machinery to inspect, shall we? Probably thrown in got me. If it had a question mark at the end, it'd be even better, but it's still pretty good. Cookingway waves goodbye to Jebke. Jebke? Oh, I'm Jebke. Jebke. Sorry. You know what? I'm not sorry. This is who I am as a person. Mandragora, known as stray garlic and stray egg. Although you're black. There's not a... Are there black eggs? kind of want to Google if there's ever been a black egg. I probably will, if I remember to do so after this video. You know what? No. I know all of you are also wondering. Probably not. But, has there ever been a black egg? There are multiple types of black eggs, including eggs from a tourist attraction in Japan, eggs from the ocean, and preserved eggs. Kuro tamago in Japan, white-shelled chicken eggs that are boiled in the salt. Okay. The iron in the sulfuric water they're boiled and turns the shells black. Okay, but they're not naturally. 2024, scientists discovered dark black flatworm eggs on the ocean floor in the Kuril Kamchatka Trench. 6,200 meters down. 3 to 7 flatworms each. Wow. And then century eggs, known as preserved eggs, 100-year eggs, and 1,000-year eggs. Preserving eggs in clay, ash, salt, quicklime, and rice hulls. They can be made from duck, chicken, or quail eggs. Wow. So the only natural, like a creature lays an egg and it's black, are apparently flatworm eggs deep, deep, deep in the ocean. That's crazy. It's crazazels, yo. Oh no. Oh no, we gotta put the headshot back on. Can't let anybody see the Our free company is thriving. There's plenty of members. It's just there are obviously moments where there's no talking. I mean, that goes without saying. People are not online all the time. Talkative people are not online all the time. I barely ever talk in the free company. I don't understand why people have the notifications turned on, like in chat, for when people log in or log off. That seems like it would spam your chat so much. Like, why? Why would you do that? I don't know. Back to Cookingway. That was most enlightening, especially the part with the lemon muffin. Actually, I was wondering, do you know of any other places famed for their cuisine? Yeah, Limsa Mensa is home to the Culinarians Guild and many less than savory establishments. The Far East has oodles of noodles. Limsa Mensa is home to the Culinarians Guild and many less than savory establishments. Would that I had time to visit. The more I learn of Aetheris, the more I wish we could spare it from the final days. Yeah, me too, dude. Alas, Heidelin's orders are to flee, not to resist. If only there was some other way. Agriculture shock is complete. This video is complete because there's no extra part of the quest. I will see you next time. Hope you enjoyed.